So for the first time in 2022, it's race week, and I'm delighted to be heading back to Bishopscourt to compete in the Zetec Championship for probably the last time by the 6 hour, but it was just a chance I couldn't resist. Bishopscourt is a track I absolutely love the place. It's so much quicker than Mondello. It's a lot faster, there's a lot more commitment in it, and generally it's just, I've loved it 2 times I've gone up and done it, and the fact that my car for this year isn't ready at the moment, I couldn't really pass up the opportunity, especially when I had a free weekend to go up and do it. Being in the Zetec again, the grids have become ever more competitive since I won the championship in 2019. Now, I haven't raced since I won the 6 hour back in November, so I've had 5-6 month layoff, but it shouldn't be too bad. We have a bit of testing tomorrow morning to get a swing in, to get used to these new Nankang tyres. I have no idea what they're like, so hopefully this shouldn't take too long to get up to speed with it, but I'm really excited to get going again, and I'm just happy that this weekend is just purely for fun. So I'll be going out to win. There's no question about that. I really want to win. I really want to be on bowl, and I really want to try and win at least one of the 2 races. But it's racing, you never know what's going to happen. So we're just going to get loaded up today. I might run around trying to get final bits ready and then head up early tomorrow morning, so we have a 5 AM start. But for once, no ferry, so it'll be a bit of a short journey compared to the ones I used to be doing. Right, that's practice over here in Bishopscourt. It went really well. We were fastest by, I think, 5-6 tenths a second. So we were now first on actually the Yokohama from last year, just to get a feel of it and see what they're like. And we set a time that was quicker, but we knew they were going to be quicker tires, so we came in, put the Nankangs on and went out. They're a little bit different to drive on, they're a little bit different. You can't throw the car in as much, you have to be gentle on the brakes, but I got 2 laps there just to figure out what I was doing with the tires before qualifying, so I'm really confident, and I'm aiming for pole in qualifying. That's the big goal. Like, if I don't get pole, I'll actually be quite disappointed, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. Right, qualifying over here in Bishopscourt. We managed to get that pole position in the end. It was a great session. Managed to get out, get a bit of clear air, and got a lap in really early on. And then just came in and sat in the pits because I didn't want to burn tires off the car. So trying to save them for tomorrow. So yeah, we had about 4 or 5 10 gap back to P2. So all in all, couldn't really ask for more. The car's been flying all day, and fair play to Dad and everyone else involved. It's just the car's been absolutely brilliant all day, and hopefully we can keep this going tomorrow. So we have 2 races tomorrow. So the first race is obviously qualifying order, and then the second race is the top 6 reverse. So if I wanted to win the first race tomorrow, I would then have to start 6th for race 2. So it's a bit of interesting in it. I mean, who knows, tomorrow I could be fighting way from the back, you never know. But hopefully the plan is tomorrow, get a nice clean start, break the toe, and just get away and go, because we seem to have the 1 lap pace to be able to do that. So yeah, it's time to have some dinner, get the car ready, get some sleep, and then all systems go for tomorrow then. Had a great first race in Bishopscourt. I actually got away off start. I got a pretty okay start. I matched Collie Barrow off the line and got around turn 1 alright. I got to turn 2 and mayhem behind Collie and Ian Fishburne, and they tangled quite spectacular fashion, and I got away, broke the tongues with the head down. So I was just lapping, trying to keep the car consistent, and brought it home. P1 with 10 seconds. Can't complain with too much. So yeah, a bit more work to do in race 2. We started 6th in the first grid, and the program is so far behind here. Instead of having a 15-minute race, it's now a 10-minute second race. So any chance I have to get to the front is a bit harder. So we'll see what we can do, see what we can get to. We have the pace if we can get through, but the lads up front are still quite very, very good to race with and very, very clean and fair. So we'll see what we can do. I'd like to see if we can get at least a podium out of it. I think getting the double is very unlikely. I wouldn't fancy my chance with 15 minutes, but we're going to see what we can do in 10. If I get a good start, that might be half the battle, but yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude.
Right, that's Bishopscourt over for another year. The second race, it was a bit of a tougher race this time around. Due to all the delays in the programme, the race was cut from 15 to 10 minutes. So I kind of had it all to do from P6, and getting to the front was going to be quite tough. I had a good enough start, but then got kind of boxed out on the outside, and then got stuck in the traffic. Was mired down in P7. I just couldn't find a way through, and was being put on the grass more times. And I was trying to preserve the car and not damage it. I don't need any excess damage builds this year, so was having to back out of a lot of moves that normally I probably kept the shoe in and just got my way through. But I eventually picked them off and charged up to, I took 2.5 seconds out of the leaders in just over a lap and a half, which was, it proved I had the pace to get up to the front. And I was on the back of the leading train at the end of the race, and I think I finished 4th in the end. There's a jump start penalty for one of the cars in front of me, so I think I finished 5th on the road, and I think I finished 4th in the end. It was a good weekend overall. Like, it was great to be back. The car was flying all weekend, and yeah, I don't think the first race, I've never had an easier win in my life. In the second race, well, yeah, we were stuck in traffic. Once we were in clean air, I just motored back up to the front, like, so it wasn't. So it was a great weekend all around, and thank dad, mum, family, everyone that came up to support me. It was a great weekend. It was great to be finally back out after 5 or 6 months out of the car. So the next race is kind of the big one of the year. It's the Citroen C1 24 Hours in Silverstone Grand Prix. So it's a race we've been trying to do for the last 2-3 years now, but COVID has kind of put it on the backstop. So finally getting over. So that's in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, 70 or 75 C1s entered for 24 hours around Silverstone. It's going to be a great race, and hopefully we can do well. We finished 8th in the last 24 hour we did. The first one in the car with some issues during the race and unforeseen issues, but hopefully now we can be on song and try and do well. But yeah, until that one, I'm really, really looking forward to that one. So that's all for this one, and then stay tuned for the next one.